Another month, another budget video. I can't believe that we are finally in December. I feel like it's taken us so long to get here. And this is my last budget video for the year. And I hope that you have been informative and you are on your financial journey the way I am. I know it's a struggle, and I actually want to talk to you guys about what happened to me last month, because as you guys know, I am very transparent with you. I'm very open about what my money struggles are, what are my wins, what are my losses, what did I learn. And so of course I'm going to share it with you. Last month was a really hectic month, and I never want to put myself in this position ever again. If you watch my last month's video, you will know that I said that I have no excess fund and no emergency fund, because there was such a lot of engagements that were happening. We went on two different holidays. One was just Courtney and I, and one was Courtney's family, and then there were a wedding, there was a bridal shower, there were Santa shoe boxes, there were a ton of things that were happening behind the scenes that required money. Last month there was a bit of a it was a bit of a challenging month. Unfortunately, I ended up borrowing money from my parents. When I started this journey last year, November would have been a full year since I haven't asked them to borrow me money. So this just made me so sick to my stomach when I had to ask them for it. Now you might be thinking, like, how the hell did I get to this point? Basically, my budget did allow me to have all of the engagements in place. And yes, the budget was tight, but I was like, okay, cool, no excess fund, no emergency fund. Biggest mistake of my life. My groceries for the month, I actually kept it to 3,500 rand, because it was starting to get really ridiculous. Usually I do weekly grocery shopping, and the first week usually is about like 1,213, because I'm replacing a lot of the bulky stuff, which is like the cleaning products or like the rice and toilet paper, things like that. The first week was 2,000 rand, just over 2,000 rand, and it was like the same things. There were probably like 3 or 4 extra things, but holy shit. Then the second week came and it was 1,500 rand. So what does that tell you? The whole 3,500 was gone in the first 2 weeks, which was not great whatsoever, and it put me in panic mode because I didn't have an excess fund that I could dig into. There was nothing. Unfortunately, I had to ask my parents for just a little bit of money to get me through the third and the second and the fourth week. It was sickening, honestly, having to pick up the phone and ask my mom to borrow me money. And I'm on this debt-free journey, and I want to be very transparent that this had happened. This month, Courtney and I have been extremely fortunate, blessed, privileged to still have our jobs in 2020. But we also received 30 checks, and I didn't expect it. I never thought we were gonna get it, but we did. And when we got our 30 checks, we decided that 2/3 of this 30 check is gonna go to my credit card, and then 1/3 is gonna go towards the car, getting our underwear and stuff sorted out, like just trying to use that money to fix the things that we needed to have fixed. But unfortunately, it didn't even happen that way. It ended up being only paid 1/3 to my credit card, which was not ideal. I would have loved to have taken the whole 30 check and paid it, but that did not happen. The second thing that happened was I called for service, and there were just a lot of other like issues that started to arise, and that started needed extra money. And I have to fix these things because my husband works over the mountain, and driving on the mountain with a CV joint that is not fixed ain't gonna work. So a lot of the money was pumped into fixing a lot of the small things, so it ended up being that only 1/3 of our 30 checks went into the credit card, and 2/3 went into overall stuff that we needed for the household, which were actual needs and not really wants, just in case you guys are confused. Which does mean that it puts my credit card out by another 3 months, which is not ideal. I would have loved to have my credit card done this year, but shit happens and we have to live with it. And you know what, 3 months versus another extra year, I can live with that. Honestly, I can. So that's what we did in our 30 checks. No bullshit stuff. There were extra few things. I took ourselves out for a date. We never went out on a date, guys. We needed to fix what we needed to fix, and that's what we did. So for our salaries this month, all the stuff is staying the same in the recurring expenses. The only thing that did go up was our personal care, and the reason why is because we hate the shops during the December festive time, so we just bought double of everything, so it made the personal care go up from 300 rand to 1,000 rand. And then the debts are all the same. I did pay a little bit more on the credit card with our actual salary money, just so that it looks like I did pay quite a bit. And then for our policies, those all stayed the same. Subscriptions all stayed the same. The only thing in our extras that were extra, I had my wisdom tooth removed, so I had a cleaning done and my wisdom tooth removed. This was my 6-month cleaning, and I'm very honored with my oral hygiene now. Every 6 months I go for my cleaning, so that costed just under 1,000 rand. And then I paid my parents back their money in full. I never want to be in that position again. I made sure to have my emergency fund, and I made sure to have my access fund, because I'm never going to put myself in this position again. A lesson well learned. And then we had a few things. We had to assist Courtney's mom with going to the doctor, and just a few things here and there that we just sort of splurging a little bit. I also took part in another Santa shoebox, because I knew I had a little bit of money in my bank account that I could assist. My friend is doing Santa shoe boxes for the Kylie orphanage, and I thought, why not? I have this little bit of extra money, I'll help out, because this is the time. Such a lot has happened in 2020, and so many people lost their jobs and stuff, and I truly believe that this is, if you have the means to do so, to help, to give, to support where you can, if you can. Like, no one's forcing you. Always know that no one's forcing you, but if you know, okay, I've got a little bit of money that I can help with the Santa shoebox, for example, because kids don't understand why there's no gift under the tree during festive season. So if you can, by all means do so. If you can donate to orphanages or charities, guys, please do so, because everyone's going through a tough time. Do know, if you are like my husband who gets paid on the 15th, please don't splurge all your money this December. I know when it's the festive season, we like to go raucous with our money, we like to spend our money. Just make provision for festive season. I know, like, we don't really buy gifts for each other. We stop buying gifts, we stop buying Christmas clothes, and we all know that when it's Christmas, we do spend a lot more money for the Christmas lunch, you know, because it's the gammon, it's the meat, it's the trifle, all the dessert. So try and keep some money aside for the festive season, and know if that money is done for the festive season, it's done. Don't go into your credit card or throw over in your savings. Really be responsible this month, because nobody wants to go to January pop broke, please. I'm still fortunate I get paid at the end of December, so that works for me. But like my husband, he gets paid on the 15th, so his next payday is only the end of January. So please, that money must last very long. I hope you enjoyed my budget videos every month that comes out. I don't know when I'm going to do the January one, because I'm going to be taking a break at the end of December, but maybe I can do January and February kind of simultaneously. Maybe that's something that you would like me to do. And then next year I will talk about what my new finance goals are for 2021. It's going to be exciting. And then, because the credit card put me back a little bit, which is okay, I'm almost there, guys. 3 months is not a long time. And then we're going to start working on my husband's massive personal debt, and I'll talk about how that came about, what happened, what's the interest, everything like that. And I hope you guys enjoy your festive season. Please be responsible with your finances, I beg of you. And I'll see you in my next budget video. Bye, guys.